Okay, here we are. Wish I could figure out why this was so wiggly. But yeah, hi everybody. Happy Friday. I hope the day was restful and or productive for y'all. I was doing laundry and I got sidetracked by a thing, which is why I'm a little late. So but I'm here. We're rocking. So yeah, I mostly spent today doing laundry to make sure that I could like get ahead of what I've got coming up. And so far, I spent all day playing Street Fighter 6 World Tour. Nice. Yeah, I was trying to just make sure that I like get ahead of some of the laundry I need to do for GDC next week. So I was planning on playing granblue today, but I wasn't really in the mood. So I was just like, forget it. Let's play KOF. So that's what's happening today. I don't think I've finished World Tour yet. I probably should maybe at some point go back and attempt to do that. But I was just like, bump it. So yeah, we're playing KOF instead, because that's kind of what I feel like. One of the things that freed me the most as a streamer is remembering that, like, sometimes you can just do the thing that you feel like doing. When your brain goes, you know what, today feels like a day to do this instead of this, that's okay. I think I'm near the end of the base 3 on my PS5 account. Nice. But yeah, like the most liberating thing for me mentally was being able to really go like, yeah, actually, I can do whatever I want. My channel, so I can do what I want. And if there's a day where I feel like playing a specific game because the vibes were different from what I felt like, then that's okay. I can do that. That's legal. I'm allowed to do that. I think of it, I need to call. Probably after stream is over, I need to call my parents and just touch base with them one last time before the weekend comes. Basically, all I really need to do at this point is pack and then get other stuff for traveling if I don't already have it squared away, and then I'm basically good to go. So getting the laundry done was basically just part of it. It helps like take care of most of the rest of what matters. Then I can worry about everything else kind of afterward. Build is basically Ryu by trading down Tatsu and Donkey Kick for Manon's Command Grab and Cannon Strike. Dive Kick will be replaced by Zanku Hadoken eventually, and Power Geyser. And then you've got Power Geyser on there. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Manege Dore is real silly, but it works wonders. I may wind up playing a little bit of Street Fighter 6 today also, but I think probably it's going to be mostly KOF. Brain is just itching and going like, do KOF, do KOF. Granblue, I may have to like either de-rust in a little bit more or work harder to find a character that I really like in that game to really pull it off. I may have to relaunch King of Fighters to get this to work correctly with my controller. Because I forgot to plug in the controller before I launched the game. So there's a good chance that it doesn't work. I'm playing Modern for World Tour, so it's instant. Yeah, makes sense.
The King of Fighters.
There we go. We'll see if I feel like doing ranked later on in the night. But for right now, let's just do casual match. Keep it chill.
Select member. Welcome to KOF, the world's premier
Where's Rocky baby? Where's my boy?
Select stage. Get ready for a battle of titans.
I'm hyped for City of the Wolves. I want to play Kind. Yeah.
Amazing combo.
We trusted with the flash kick. Clearly.
No mercy.
I need to work on making sure that I actually get throws when I attempt to throw people. So a fun thing about throws in King of Fighters 15 that that I don't think they tell you. When you're dashing at somebody, you can just hold back and press either heavy punch or heavy kick to attempt to throw. If you're not in range, then you get the close normal instead, or if they can't be thrown, you get the close normal instead. But if they can be thrown, you throw them. And the reason why this trick works is because the direction that you throw somebody in KOF 15 is not determined by what direction you hold on your D-pad or your lever or whatever. It's which button you use to throw. Heavy punch is always a forward throw, and heavy kick is always a back throw.
Nothing will stop this show.
I feel that, Captain. I just want to play KOF.
さあいらっしゃい
Hey, F. Doogie, welcome on in. Yeah, I was really thinking about playing granblue today, like it says in the title, but I just like once I like actually like tried to figure out what I wanted to play, I'm like, nah. I just feel like playing KOF. I got too close I got too close. Yeah. Oops. So yeah, mature. The thing about mature is that because she can now charge that that projectile that she throws, it's a little bit harder to sort of work around her. Aside from the fact that also like there's that, you know. Yeah, I got cooked. Launched. Okay. Da-da-da. Oops. Yep. Yeah, I gotta hold that pressure now. There we go. Button throw is most definitely attack every intermediate level player should learn to use. Yep, very helpful. And then just keep in mind that if you're trying to do it as like I want to like throw somebody as they're getting up. Advanced strikes exist in this game, and it's a very dangerous call to make. No. That's fair. I barely touched King of 5 to 15 like I think I did King yet. Well, very terrified me there. Yeah, I sort of shift mine around depending on like my mood and what I feel like, so that's fair. Yeah, they just chose to go for that. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm gonna get cooked. Yeah, I'll hold that. That's fine. So basically, it looks like the main thing I'm gonna have to work around here is I gotta figure out a way to like actually hold. I gotta hold my ground against mature, and I gotta try to get the lead there. Because if I can hold a lead character-wise against the mature, I have both Rock and Orochi Shermie to use against Vice, which will force them to use more meter to get around projectiles on my end. But I have to like just not beef it to the mature. That's the hard part. Oops. Yeah. Oops. No. Yeah, I'm cooked. Better, but not quite. Not quite the way I would like it. Better, but not quite.
Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
There we go. Hey, Meerkat.
No time evening the score.
Okay, so they're coming in with a meter advantage because I have to burn a little bit and they get a meter back. So now the main thing is I gotta avoid getting hit by like EX Splash. Yeah. Like basically if I can get them to spend a bunch of meter on that and not get caught by EX Splash a ton, then I'm fine. But fuck. Hmm. Oops. Nope. There we go. Still not ideal. Still not ideal because I don't have a lot of health, and now I have to deal with Whip, who is basically like mid-range mix-up city. Because I don't know how this person uses Whip stance, so there's a good chance that like I'll get caught at least once. Yeah, like the hard part about dealing with Whip is that even though this person hasn't used it yet, Whip has a stance where she has basically ambiguous 50, like an ambiguous 50-50 in terms of like whether or not she's gonna go high or low. So I have to kind of like figure out how to work around that. That you see how she was holding the whip there for a second, and then did that stance, right? It is ambiguous as to which follow-up she does in that stance. So it's one of those things where if you can't figure out the specific ones that the specific player needs to be doing, or that they want to do a lot, you're gonna get hit. Did it freeze? No. I stopped to go look at something. Sometimes I get distracted extremely quickly and I'll stop doing the thing that I'm doing to go check something else. Person having two monitors. That looked like a not fun match of Bison Whip. Yeah, basically the main thing, regardless of who you play as, well, some characters have it easier, but mainly for me personally, the hard part about dealing with Whip is mostly just mid-range stance mix-ups. She does have a lot of mobility and stuff like that to deal with, but she also has pretty big like dead zones that you can like sit down and slap if you know where to. The hard part is just getting into them. Yeah. So basically, like, with the main thing is that because of the kind of character that she is in terms of being so picky, usually my general experience has been that most people who pick Whip in this game know how to use her, which basically means that a lot of the time you eat a ton of shit in terms of like just getting absolutely clowned on by getting evaded a bunch, or otherwise like not being able to keep up with like her repositioning herself a bunch, or otherwise putting her normals in spots where you are not going to get an opportunity to hit back. And that's usually what happens. It's either they know how to put them, they've done enough practice with positioning that they're not going to like mess themselves up in terms of like getting caught out by you ever. Either that's what happens, or they haven't figured that part out yet, and you basically shit on them for it. It's one of those two, usually. And with KOF, because of how old of a game KOF is, and the fact that Whip has been in a ton of KOF games, you have a 50-50 chance of it being either of those cases. Because if you have people that are like legacy Whip players, they know the score.
Nothing will stop this show.
The other thing that was kind of messing me up a little bit is that Rock is not a character who has a lot of cross-up normals, and you should not be attempting to like you should not be attempting, if you're playing as Rock, to be like fucking people up with cross-ups. He's not the cross-up character. That's not him. It's not him. He does better with other kinds of conditioning. He does better with other kinds of conditioning and just like generally agitating people, more so than he does like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like sit here and like rock you up with cross-ups and stuff. That's not his thing. Not really. Speaking of a character who's really good at cross-ups though, Dulon. Messed up the input. Didn't mean to buy some tackle there, but I might have whipped the command grab. So unfortunate. So yeah, Dulon's whole thing is that he has really long limbs, and if he gets his Rekka without it being blocked, he will set up all kinds of like cross up and cross under tricks to like really just ruin your day. Oops. Yep. Damn it. I messed up. I messed up. If I'd gotten elbow out the way that I intended to during that combo, I could have gotten another combo and gotten the kill. But I fucked it up. It happens. Cute. So the funny thing about Orochi Shermie's standing heavy. Oh, okay, this could be nasty. It depends. I gotta see how they want to do this. Okay. Yeah, too close. That's my fault. Uh-huh. And then you're gonna go for... Nope, didn't need to. That's fair. So... maybe I can make it work. They saved enough meter that I could get nailed by a climax at some point and lose a bunch of my health. But, yeah. Yeah, that's what they're gonna keep doing. Alright. I figured it out. I might get cooked here, but I figured it out. Damn. If I'd been paying attention to what side I landed on, I probably could have caught them with a climax super instead. But I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't do my input correctly. I didn't know what side I landed on. So I think I have the feeling for it. I think I know how they want to handle this. I think I do. So mostly with the Shermie, they're going to keep trying to, at least until I start presenting that I'm going to avoid getting hit by that. With Shermie, they're going to keep attempting to use, they're going to keep attempting to use that to catch me out and then save a lot of the meter for other stuff. That's not safe. Yeah. See that? That's the kind of like toss-up stuff I mean, as far as Gulan is concerned. Dualon doesn't quite have it. Not really. The Iori's a little bit scary, but basically with the Shermie, they're relying on me getting too froggy with certain options, and I need to kind of just, if I chill out a little bit, I'm probably fine. See what I mean? Yeah. So, like, basically now I have to just not get snatched up by, like, Shermie shoot and, like, Shermie axle and things like that. See? Easy. Just have to reset the pace a little bit. So I have to be I still have to stay on the ball a little bit, because like there's a pretty good chance that either they push a little bit harder and start pulling out some things I haven't seen before, or I get too overconfident and get fucked up. But
Ready, go!
that's it. That's not safe. Can't do that.
Player 2 takes an early lead.
I fucked around a little bit too much. Doing any one of those jabs, if I don't either Rekuken or or like an elbow, then it would have been a done deal because the chip damage would have killed. Like I said, like Rock's not a cross-up normals sort of person. Like you can't do that with him. That's fair. So that's the advanced strike I was talking about, right? I tried to wake up throw Iori and put in the advanced strike in advance. So the throw got automatically countered and hit with a crumple. Oops.
This is match point for player 2.
Okay, so here we are back at this again. Alright.
Now or never. Ready, go! Bone break.
My turn. My turn.
This move might
You shouldn't have done that one. Could have just done like an Axel one or something else, because now you literally spent all that meter and I've got 4. If I literally get to do auto combo, they die. Because I've already kind of like worn them down. So
ready, go!
like now I don't really have to engage. Like I don't really have a reason to. It's got my attempt. Mm-hmm. So,
Mercy. Down they go.
see? Done deal.
All eyes are on the winner of that fierce fight.
I almost got there. It was very close in terms of like if I misjudged a couple of like if I misjudged a couple of the baits I wanted to do a couple more times, I would have absolutely eaten shit there. But I made it work. Basically, once they got put into critical health, it was like, all right, all I really have to do is just like Mostly, I think their dual-on just needs more time to cook. Like, if I had to, like, really, like, think about, like, what is, like, the one thing I'd say about that matchup in the overall, their dual-on hasn't cooked enough. Okay. That's very gracious. An extremely gracious switch distance. So, for context, with Rock's Rage Run, which is just quarter circle back 214K, right? The light version is this. The heavy version is this, right? I think it's mostly like the difference in speed. But basically speaking, if you do, if you press heavy kick after doing Rage Run, you get this side, the side switch, right? And if you press the throw input while you're doing the side switch, or not even that actually, if you press any punch button after doing the side switch, you get his command throw. Obviously, people can still jump it or get out of it. It's not impossible to evade, but you just basically get around it like that, right? But the main thing is that you don't automatically get the side switch automatically just by pressing the button. You have to be within a certain range of your opponent when you press the D button in order to get the switch to happen. Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty. Oh, this is nasty. Oh, this is nasty. Break it down very shortly. Kula is a really good poking character for point. Sylvie uses meter pretty well in the mid-range position, and then Omega Rugal is like basically just like a defensive fiend. Or this person is just gonna swing big a bunch and let me like pop them in the jaw a couple times. All right, let's see how they go from here. Because like Kula's main flaw, such as it is, right, is that because she has a very floaty jump arc, right? Oops. Because Kula has a very floaty jump arc, if you are fighting against the Kula who jumps a lot and you start to understand when and where they like to jump, you can blow their shit up, basically. Because Kula's jump arc is very floaty, and it's very easy to capture out with anti-airs as a result, if you know when and how to press. Sylvie, meanwhile, has what looks like really stubby range initially, but when it comes to like pressing the attack, Did I hear my name being said? No, I said Stubby. No, sorry, I said Sylvie, not Stubby. Sylvie's whole thing is that while her range appears to be very short, right? As a character, she is very good at like laying on pressure. And also like fighting at range, as you can see. Also, hello there, I've been lurking but here the whole time. Okay, Obi-Wan. Alright. So yeah, if you outrange her, you can more or less make it manage. Okay, Omega Rugal's whole thing is that his normals are just really, really fat. It is very difficult to kind of like navigate your way around Omega Rugal. He has to commit to like a lot of the things that he does. In terms of like, he has to commit really hard to which areas of the screen he does control. But if he gets the chance to put his buttons or his other stuff where he wants them, you then have to spend a lot of time working around that. Genocide Cutter is just like a really, really fat DP. So if you try to like, if you're not careful about where you space yourself or how you jump, he will catch you with that every time, and his limbs are just really long. Also, he has guaranteed corner carry with as long as he has like one super meter stock, guaranteed, because one of his supers is basically literally just lol, I'm going to chokeslam carry you to the corner. So, like, if you're ever in a position where like Omega Rugal gets to set up whatever he feels like, or if you're in a position where you make it really easy for him to like read what he needs to do defensively, he will put you in your place. It's very scary to deal with. Alright, yeah, this person does not like to do a lot of like wake up DPs, so I can probably make that work somehow, except whoops. Yeah, that. I feel like one of those is not safe on block, but I don't know which one. Because I don't fight against Sylvie enough to know. And if one of those is not safe on block, it basically means that, that's fine. I'll take the trade, because I won within 8 seconds, so I'm already back to full health, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, yeah, you see? And I have to be careful with Orochi Shermie because she does not have pressure. Not like in the long range, like not in like the sustained pressure sense. Like Orochi Shuri doesn't have that, so I have to be very deliberate about how hard I push and where and how. Yeah, fair. Oof.
What a great
And I had to be really careful there because if Rugal had put out Dark Barrier while I was doing projectiles, I would have probably gotten hit by my own reflected projectile and died immediately. And that would have been very painful emotionally. So I was like, I need to take it a little slow and not push too hard. Like, I gotta just take my time here a little bit. And it worked out. Actually, there's one thing I would like to... This. I'm gonna switch device real quick. Okay, that does work. I just have to have my timing better. Yeah, I do.
select order.
Okay, so then that means that's just something I have to practice. So the reason why that's important is because with Vice in particular, if you're able to get heavy shoulder tackle in any particular combo, that allows you to potentially get much cheaper setups for other juggle things relatively easily. Alright.
Ready? Go!
Yep, fair. Oops. Got punished wrong.
Player 2 takes an early lead.
Alright. But that's good to know, though, that Shine at certain heights is not actually plus after blue arm swipe in midair. That's helpful. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's my fault. Yeah, I got. I'm not safe after that. Yep. That's good. I respect that. They did either a super jump or a hyper hop and just landed empty instead of doing a normal and just like popped me with Yashiro's close standing heavy kick. Yashiro, regular Yashiro, unlike Orochi Yashiro, he's not like a grappler. He's basically just like pure power hits. But as y'all can see, that's really all he needs. Regular Yashiro is very straightforward in that sense. But basically, if you are careful and you know how to like use that, it doesn't really matter because regular Yashiro has really good normals, and with an F meter, he'll basically just punch you in the face and your shit explodes. Yeah, fair. They shouldn't have tried to do it twice. Because, yeah, regular Yashiro, like I was saying before I got cut off, he has really good normals and basically just pumps out damage just straight in terms of, like, what his main advantage is. Like, he puts hands on you and the shit hurts. That's pretty much all there is to it. The main flip to that is that you have to have a pretty good command of his normals and know when not to, like, overextend with certain things because you don't have that much in certain circumstances. But his normals are really fat. It's very easy for him to, like, pop people with them if they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing, as long as they're careful. Okay, yep, there you go. You're cooking now. I misunderstood your Riz, I see. Yeah, because I got too comfortable because they gave me a couple of free silly wake up DPs that they shouldn't have been doing. So I'm like, okay, I've got your number, and that was not the case. What the fuck do you mean he can do thruster vision straight down? Yeah, so that's the thing about Shanae. And what makes Shanae dangerous is that, keep in mind that KOF is a game where normally you're doing like a lot of hops and hyper hops. So the fact that he has an air dash, where he can very quickly change his trajectory, fair. Oops. But the main thing that regular Yashiro has to deal with, unfortunately, is that if you can keep him at range, he has to work harder and like lean on system mechanics in order to like actually get it on you. And as you saw, that can be more difficult in some situations than others. Nope. Ooh.
The goddess of victory smiles upon the winner. Winner!
And this is why I like Orochi Shermie in mid position, because basically you get an F meter that, like, a good dump, as far as meter is concerned, will put people in a position where they can't really afford to, like, it puts them in a position where if you have an F meter, right, to do at least a little bit of a dump like that, they kind of just eat shit.
Select order.
I might have to hit this person with the one and done, because I was not looking at... I looked at their connection speed, and then, like a fool, agreed to it. So, we'll see how this one goes. If I'm able to somehow snatch a W, I'm not running it back. Mostly because, that connection looks like it's bad. Potentially.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
Oh yeah, this is somebody who plays a lot of KOF. Especially when it comes to Iori players, if you notice an Iori player who will do a thing where they backdash, and it seems like they do a funny kick behind them. So Iori has a command normal that he can use in the air, where he that he just did right there. You saw it, right? Where like Iori got behind me and hit me with that, and then I basically got like popped in the back of the head. That's the taco. I've been told that it comes from the word tacon for heel, because it's a thing that like Latin American KOF players dubbed it as. And basically the idea is that when Iori does it from a back, when Iori does the taco from a back dash, it winds up changing the trajectory of the backdash, and so he and so what happens is
this competitor is too strong. Can anyone stop them? Winner!
you know, we didn't actually have a lot of bad rollback there like I was thinking. So I'm willing to do the run back. If they want to do the run back, I'll do the run back. If they say no, then okay. If they're down, I'm down. I don't mind losing 2 stars. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Iori, whenever he does a taco, especially from like a backdash, it moves him back farther. So it's like it's basically like an extreme. Aside from like its use as a mobility tool and as a cross-up tool, at least when you set it up correctly for cross-ups. Basically, it's like mobility and cross-up is sort of like the main reason why you use it. Like you saw how like he did the taco there and like he wound up way further back. Yeah, it's punishable. And yeah, traditionally speaking, right? Traditionally, this is how you play Iori. Because he's a very quick character, and he has like, you know, he has like taco and things like that for mobility purposes. And he has a pretty good selection of normals, right? Yeah, this is how you can tell it's somebody that knows not only specifically how to play Yuri, but how to play KOF, right? Like, let's see. I might be able to make this work, but probably not. I'm probably going to get clapped. Because I also don't fight against people who know how to use Hinako that often. And she does damage. So yeah, cooked. That's fine. Like I said, like sometimes once you've played enough KOF, you start to get a feeling just by the way that like people move, right? Once you start to get familiar with how people move, right? Like once you start understanding how people move,
select order.
In KOF, you start to sort of feel out. Like, it's gonna be silly for a second, but I want to be silly. You start to feel out people's auras in KOF by the way that they move and where they place their normals, because there are people who like to like hop a lot and like throw normals and do all sorts of like wild shit. And then you feel like, oh, yeah, they know how to play KOF, but then you get the people who really do it, where it's like, okay, no. You have a calculated understanding of where it is that you're throwing these normals and why, and what you're trying to guard against, and you feel that very potently after a little while. Yeah, see? This is somebody that knows how to play Kula. This is somebody that knows how to play Kula. Did you notice that unlike the other person that played Kula, right? More use of Ice Breath at certain ranges to make sure that I wasn't able to, like, constantly shut down, like, stuff like that. Okay, mid-Robert. Okay, so here's the thing I have to worry about now. Robert's limbs, his legs are really long. And while his fireball is a little slower, the fact that Robert has just fucking long legs basically means that I'm going to be spending a lot of time trying to make sure that I don't get caught by, like, legs into, like, Tien Shipukyak. Because the moment that happens, I'm kind of cooked. Yep, fair. see what I mean when I say though that Robert's legs are really long, and that's why I'm scared. Like if you get tapped in certain ranges by Robert's QB, his crouching light kick, you get hit with the Hien Senpu Kyak, and then next thing you know is Combo City. Yeah. I appreciate what they were trying to do, but they were playing too much with Ryo parries. So the thing is that, like those stances that Ryo was doing where he's like hoop, hoop, or hoop, hoop. Like, Ryo has a parry that basically lets him, like, auto-guard an attack that comes in to hit him. And it does work on, like, projectiles and stuff like that. So Ryo can use it as a wall for catching things like Shermie projectile pressure and things like that. Orochi Shermie projectile pressure and things like that. But like the trick is that you have to like not fuck it up. So yeah, like I said, their Kula. So yeah, their Kula is probably like the strongest character on the team. The Robert and the Ryo are a little undercooked. You're dead. A little bit more meter than I would have liked to spend, but I wanted to make sure I could get the kill. Because I can afford to take it a little slower against the Robert. I'm not super pressed. Mostly because of stuff like that. Not quite. I might. It's a 50-50 now. Because basically, I can't get around projectiles as easily using Vice. But I shouldn't have tried that. We'll see. Are they gonna spend out? Yeah, but they can't do that much. Oh, it's gonna hurt, to be clear. But like... So I got the meter advantage here. It's Ryo, mind you, so like, and it's Anchor Ryo, which is still scary. Yeah, I got too greedy. If I just waited a little bit on the wake up, I might have been able to wake up, do jabs into do jabs to climax and kill. So yeah, this is why like Rio, like Anchor. This is why Anchor Rio is dangerous, because basically Rio already does a lot of damage, even like when he has a ton of resources.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Yep. Nope. Yeah, and this is why fighting against Cool is annoying. Because her light kicks are really good. And as you have seen with her light kicks, basically what happens is if she has meter, conversions. Again, Kula, remember what I said about Kula having really floaty jump arc? That's why it's bad for her. If you're not careful about where you're jumping on screen, and the person you're fighting against, if you're Kula, has figured out where you like to jump and how, that's the kind of thing that happens to you. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, I'm cooked. So yeah, this is why like Robert is scary and why I hate fighting Robert in this game. He has, again, his fireball is a little bit slower, so it's a little bit more difficult for him to use in fireball wars. But if he has meter and he gets EX Hien Chipu, you kind of just eat shit. Yeah, I'm cooked. Yeah, this is why, like, Robert's annoying. Like, good Robert players are extremely intimidating for this reason. If they understand if a Robert player understands how to use their legs, if Robert players understand how to use their legs and where they're putting their normals, you eat shit basically for the reasons that y'all saw. You literally kind of just get cooked. You get cooked by getting caught by Hien Chipu Kyak or Hien Mujin Kyak. and then like juggles happen, especially if he has meter. Okay, so I'm not a Robert player, but I'm going to demonstrate the thing that I mean by this. Like, it's cancelable, right? So you can just do like that. So, despite appearances, like, this is a hit grab, right? So if you do, like... Wrong. This. So... Right. Anyway, I can't actually do it because I don't know how to play Robert. But y'all saw what the actual Robert player was doing and how basically once they had half a meter and they could do EX Hien Senpu, then it's like, yeah.
Select order. Nothing will stop this show. Get round one. Ready? Go. Get moving.
Ah, fuck. Okay. So here it is. Clark, my personal nemesis. So for people who don't know, the reason why I'm afraid of Clark is mostly
Round two. Ready? Go.
yeah, like for newcomers to the channel, the reason why like I commonly am afraid of Clark players is mostly because if you don't play KOF, the simplest way to explain it is that Clark, once he gets a knockdown on you, he basically puts you in a blender where you have to guess between is he going to do the armored command throw as a reversal to make sure that you can't like mash your way out of what he's about to do to you next? Is he going to do the invincible one where if you tried to grab him because you thought that something else was coming, you get hit by that instead? Or is it insert any number of like obnoxiously Clark things that Clark does once he has the blender started? Clark will just fuck you up.
Bring the hype.
「
right? And that's the reason why dealing with the mind game is the part that I'm not good at. I need to actually focus on what I'm doing because I'm trying to talk too much while dealing with a team of people who will literally kill me off of one touch, and that's not a good idea. The scaling gonna kick in here. Yes. Ah! I fucking hate Orochi Ashiro. Fuckhead character. I hate him so much. I also was just fucking up there. I'll be honest about it. Like, some of it, to be clear, like Orochi Ashiro isn't like busted. He's really good. And mostly, basically, to put it one way, this team that I'm playing against is directly it's a team that essentially relies on like people getting absolutely shit rocked by resets. This is a reset heavy team basically, except for Rio. Rio is, I'm cooked because the unscaling on Climax is gonna fucking kill me. I'm dead. Next. So basically, Clark's whole thing is he wants to put you in a blender. Yeah. The simple way to put it. Clark, blender. Orochi Ashiro, also blender, but from the perspective of can he put you in resets? Clark is not aiming for resets in as much as he's trying to put you in a position where he has the advantage and has time to do stuff like trying to catch you out, jumping. Yeah, they're all bullies is kind of accurate. Yeah, the main thing is that like while Clark's normals are really good, Clark's normals are really good, but a lot of his bullying is extremely dependent on whether or not like you let him into the space where he can do this in the first place, right? Because he has to spend. Fuck. He doesn't have to spend a lot of meter to approach, but in certain circumstances he has to spend more. Fuck me. God damn it. So, while Clark can approach and approach very quickly, some of his best ways to approach from really far out require him to invest meter in ways that he may not want to, even though he doesn't use a lot of it. Fuck! I had to, because I had to make sure that I killed that motherfucker, because otherwise I was gonna be cooked. But now I am up against a 5-bar Rio. If I don't play this very carefully, I'm gonna get shat on, and it's gonna hurt a lot. You remember how I said Rio could do parries? That's the Rio parry. I'm cooked. No, no! Of all the times to get Lightning Kiss, I wouldn't have been able to do very much though, because I only had like 1 meter. So, alright. Let's go. Fuck. I'm cooked. Yeah. Yeah. Ay, basura. I gotta hold that. And mind you, this wasn't even a Rio that got to like do Rio things, which is, did Rio manage to pop you with like heavy or EXTN Shippukyak? Then what happens is, yeah, like heavy or EXTN Shippukyak from Rio is basically a lol Lamau. I'm going to kick you in. I'm going to kick you in the groin and explode you now, sort of thing. Like he'll kill you off of stuff like that. So. This is why Vice has really good Shatter Strike, by the way. Like, that's why Vice has a really good Shatter Strike. Because she gets Heavy Mayhem for free off of that. And Heavy Mayhem lets you do EX Mayhem and Light Mayhem if you feel like it. Or, more likely, Heavy Mayhem, EX Mayhem, Deicide Avatar, this. And stuff like that. We've got to do it with the right timing.
Select order.
Oh, this is an interesting team. Okay, Point Shermie. So regular Shermie as a point character works, right? The main thing is that with Point Shermie, like with Point regular Shermie, you are basically spending a lot of time bullying people with your normals and whoops. Fair. Like spending a lot of time like bullying people with your normals and like catching them and stuff like that primarily because you don't have the meter. You don't have the meter for big dumps like you would with like you don't have the meter for like big dumps, but the plus side of that is that like if you're not using your like axle spin kick carelessly and things like that, people don't have the meter to shatter strike you for that and explode you for 6 billion years either. Oops, too late. Yeah, cooked. So yeah, basically with point Chermy, you have to play a little more patiently because you don't have the meter to do like all of her I touch you and you die meter dumps. But she still works. It's just that you have to have a very strong confidence in your yeah, I'm cooked. Okay, that's fair.
This competitor is too strong. Can anyone stop
Yeah,
them?
like point Chermy works basically like that. Like the way that you have to deal with point Chermy if you're on your game is mostly that because she doesn't have meter for a lot of meter dumps, you mostly have to try not to get hit by Axel Spin Kick a lot, and you have to figure out how to check her jumps.
Round
Because
one.
basically what will be happening is that she'll be doing a lot of like she'll be doing like a lot of like jump CD and things like that, especially the pops, like hop D, hop G, like hop CD and things like that in order to like press her advantage. It's very hard to like. Again, her buttons are really good, so it's really hard to like keep those out. So she's just gonna do a lot of it. Basically, if I can snipe her with this particular Shermie, if I can snipe her out of the air more often, I should be okay. I can snipe her out of the air more often, and yeah, I'm cooked.
Player one wins 2 rounds in a row.
I don't know. I might be able to get past, but this is hard.
Ready? Go! Showing their resilience here.
I don't know, because Dolores
Earn to fight.
has enough mid-range stuff that that's an overhead. I'm probably cooked because they've got enough for. Yep. Yeah, cooked. 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 It's fine.
This is just
I'll
the
hold
start
that.
of a new worldwide legend. Winner!
戦いの最中運命が揺らぎかけていた
Yeah, whenever y'all see me just do the hand wave and just go, I'm cooked. Yeah, basically whenever you see me just go cooked, that is 8 out of 10 times me just already knowing the smell of the game and knowing I'm gonna die. Oh hey, it's Yamazaki. It's Point Yamazaki. Yeah.
Get ready for a battle of
That's
titans.
fun. I love Point Yamazaki. Yay. This is gonna hurt. At least I didn't get double CV'd. Yeah, true. So Yamazaki's main thing is that well, we'll see if this person knows the. Oh yeah, I forgot Yamazaki can Yamazaki has reflector, can store it. So yeah, that's Yamazaki's main thing. That snake hand special that you see there. Basically, yeah, I'm cooked. Yamazaki's snake hand basically lets him pressure people from very far away, confirm combos into other really silly things. Get OTGs. Like that. And now I'm poisoned. And yes, the poison does pick down while I am knocked down. So basically, Yamazaki has 1 meter. He gets to cancel the poison super off of snake hand, and you kind of just eat shit. I know a lot of this is me saying, and then you just eat shit as if there's no real solution to it, but. But it's not impossible. Basically, the main thing is that if Yamazaki is not careful about how he uses Snake Hand, yeah, Yamazaki's main flaw is that, actually, doing Snake Hand stuff effectively requires you to, not fuck up your inputs a lot. Yep, cooked.
The goddess of victory.
It's so funny. I managed to get a rank up and then lose the rank up all in one night. It's fine. Rank is rank doesn't really mean anything anyway. It's Celestial all over again. Celestial was a lot more, Celestial was a lot more demoralizing.
Player 2 takes an early lead.
Yeah, Celestial was a lot more demoralizing because it's you got it Celestial and it's you were playing against people who literally would not even let you play the game to the degree of That's fair. Okay, damn. Literally went for the EXDP just to get out. Well, that's fair. Caught me though. Clean. I respect it. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to poke out there. But it's just... Yeah, that's my own fault. The reason why I got caught there twice is because I kept trying to be greedy. And the thing I really should have done after getting knocked down like that 2 times was just stand up and block the hop J and block the hop JC. Damn. After that roll, I could have tried jabbing. And trying to like mash out jab auto combo. Yep. Damn it, I dropped it. I'm so annoyed. If I hadn't dropped that, I would have gotten the kill. It's my own fault. I dropped it. That's what it is. The main reason why if I have like a combo drop, the reason why I go out of my way to say it's probably my fault is because it probably was. A habit that I made a point of breaking myself of very early, or trying to after a little while, was that it's really easy for me to go like, I input that, why didn't it go in? Like, why does the game keep doing this? And it's like, it could have been the game, but more often than not, if I go back and I look at my own inputs, I will see 9 times out of 10, it's my own fault that, like, it's my own fault that, it's my own fault that the thing dropped. That's the rule. Before I go, but I put that in, why didn't the game take my input? My answer is usually, I fucked up the input. And since I've done that a lot, more often I've been able to like deal better with when I drop stuff. Because then I go, okay, no, I fucked it up. It's okay, I dropped it. That happens. Or like, damn, I dropped it. That happens, right? Like, the more that you normalize that this is just a thing that people do sometimes, and sometimes you just drop the fucking combo. Like, it happens. And rather than like getting really, really, really like fucked up about it, you just go, nah, I dropped the combo. Oops. It was like, or, I must have fucked up the input. My bad, right? Like, in some aspects, I can see how that Like, I can understand, like, if you hear me say that and you go, but that still sounds so frustrating, though. How do you not get upset with the fact that, like, you keep doing, like, that you keep dropping the combo or whatever? And it's like, well, when I remind myself that, like, I was the one that made the input or I messed it up, right? Then that means that if I'm the one that messed it up, then that means that there's always a possibility that, like, I can do it better. I just have to work on how I do it, right? And that's why I failed. Because if it's like, oh no, it's the game's fault, but the game didn't accept the input and the game didn't, then it's like, I am sort of like deferring my responsibility to trying to improve my inputs to a certain degree, right? Or like whatever with my situational awareness, and it's like, right. Because could it have been the game? It might have been. It could have been. There's a possibility, sure, but like getting too like stuck on whether or not the game should have or the game could have or whatever. There's no point, right? It's kind of just a waste of time. It's Little Mr. Pocket Sand. Yeah. But you notice that that Yamazaki... Nice thoughts on that Reflect Fireball. Thank you. But yeah, you can see the difference now between the previous person's Yamazaki and Kula and these, right? Like, here, they don't have the confidence at all. So that's why it's been like a lot easier to kind of like work my way in. They do it, they have the confidence with Conan, but like not with Yamazaki or with Kula, which is unfortunate. Wrong distance. I judged that wrong. Fair. You're cooked.
This is just the start of a new worldwide legend. Winner!
It is a little annoying to try to confirm Orochi Shermie's standard like light kick combo, but when you do, if you've got at least half a meter, then you at least get
Round one. Ready?
you at least get a setup into like a nice light knockdown. Good. Here. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I got too close. Yeah, see? Remember what I said about like Rock is not like a cross-up character? That's the kind of thing I mean, right? Like if you're in a situation where it's like I want to jump behind somebody and try to hit them with a cross-up normal, make them sweat. Rock's normals are really, really fucking terrible for that, and you shouldn't try very often, if at all. Ooh! You tried it. And that's why Orochi Shermie, that's why Lightning Kiss works the way that it does, where it's like you can't tell where it shows up until it shows up. It's explicitly to be able to do shit like that.
Player 2 has victory in their sights. Now or never. Ready? Go!
Yeah, that's fair. Is that an overhead or a low? I don't even know. Ooh, yep, advanced strike. Is Cronin? Yeah, no, Cronin, basically once they shot his multi-DP setups, he's been shot ever since then. He's not a bad character by any means, but basically he just can't like touch you and kill you anymore off of like 3 DP juggles or whatever the shit used to be that he used to do. You're cooked. Yeah, he's not the anchor character anymore. Yeah, for context for anybody who is not familiar with KOF. Basically, Cronin, very early on in the King of Fighters 15 lifespan, Cronin was basically in such a position as a character that you couldn't jump at him. If you jumped at him normally, you'd get cooked by his DP. And he would probably get at least a good, he'd get like an actual combo off of it in certain circumstances. If you jumped in on him and he caught you with a DP and he had meter, you ate shit. Like you died. There's just straight up, like the man would murder you. Like you could not jump at him without basically having him, break your face. You die. You just die. You eat shit. You scream and piss yourself and just die immediately. And I know I'm exaggerating, and I know I keep saying that, but I cannot emphasize to y'all who haven't seen it what it was like to have that man back in like the early. If you go look up old King of Fighters 15 tournaments and you see a Cronin and you see like a good Cronin, you'll understand what I'm saying. Where like a good anchor Cronin in the early days and like the early mid days of KOF 15 literally grab you by the face and explode you if you did the wrong thing. He dropped off the face. Yeah, like people really stopped fucking with him heavy after that. All right. Yeah, Rochi Chris. Doing Rochi Chris things. Yeah, if I was gonna press any button there, I should have pressed something that would have actually hit air to air instead of baby or whatever I was doing.
Stand to your ground. Ready? Go!
遅すぎる しびれなさいしびれなさいはいよっしびれなさいまだよ
There we go.
This battle should bring the hype.
I spent a little more meter than I would have liked, but we got it.
Round
All right, regular Shermie and mid.
行くわよ失礼うっとうしい
Ah, fuck me. Yep. Cooked.
Player one has victory in their sight.
I don't know if I can turn this around. This is a hard one. I don't think I can turn this around. I don't have very much for meter,
Reach for the top.
and this Shermie is really patient. Yep. So, the thing about like mid Shermie instead of point Shermie is that
What a combo. Leave a mark.
fuck. So if you remember what I said before about
The goddess of victory.
with point Shermie, you don't have the meter for like explosive conversions, so you have to sort of spend your time like sticking and moving a little bit more as point Shermie, as opposed to like mid or anchor Shermie. Mid Shermie basically kind of sits a step up from point Shermie in terms of like damage conversion, because what happens is you come in with more meter, which means that like somebody like fucking around and giving you an opportunity to like land a Shermie whip basically means that you cook them for doing some bullshit they shouldn't be doing, basically. Fuck!
Player one takes an early lead.
I should have waited a little bit longer on the double rep Fuken. If I was gonna throw that, I wasted meter.
Ready? Go!
Nope.
And we're tied up.
それ
Yeah, they were relying too much on the one button. But now I have to deal with, again,
Now or never. Ready? Go!
this Shermie. Fuck. Yeah, couldn't jump out.
KO! This is match point for player one.
Shermie is like one of the strongest grapplers in this game, mostly because of the fact that like she's very mobile and her normals are very strong. Ah,
効かないね。失礼。やるじゃない。ほら。切りつけんじゃないよ。行くわよ。
now I'm cooked. So basically that move that Shermie does where she does that funny looking backflip and then flops onto her butt if nothing happens, that is basically her version of a reversal or like a DP. Basically speaking, that move is invulnerable to at least ground attacks for sure. So if you try to like swat her at a range and she does that, she will literally grab one of your limbs and fling you and kill you. If she has meter especially. Like she'll catch you and then like you die, right? Which is why, especially against a Shermie who demonstrates that they can and will use that against you as much as they can, you have to make space. It has to be a thing where you do not let her catch you throwing out those limbs so that she can't snag you and explode you for 6 billion years. Shingo spotted. I don't know if I agree with that Anchor Clark though. Anchor would be a better. I personally think that Anchor would be a better spot for of this team. Shingo probably. Anchor Clark is kind of a waste, I think. Yeah, it would have been better suited for Shingo. Because the reason why I say that, like, basically speaking, if you put Clark on Anchor, you're going to be spending a lot of meter on, like, missed it. There we go. So yeah, now they've got a bunch of meter with Clark. And basically, unless they spend it on things like EX mount tackles and things like that, like, you're not getting a lot of use out of it. That's fair. Or just like defensive stuff. So basically, like, this is that's what a lot of this Clark's meter is gonna be spent on, because Clark cashing out doesn't do a lot for him in terms of damage, and usually like his meter is like better spent on stuff like mount tackle, like EX mount tackle and things like that for conversions. Ooh. Yeah, like, I should have blocked that. But yeah, see, yeah, Anchor Clark was not the right, not the right call there. I respect what they were trying to do, but like Anchor Clark is not. Nah, don't do that. Or I shouldn't say don't do that. That's a little bit reductive. It is, generally speaking, if we're talking just like general KOF tactics, Anchor Clark, you can make it work, but you're giving up a lot in exchange for that, and you should ask yourself if that's a sacrifice you want to make. I disagree with their placement of Clark and Anchor in this situation. Shingo might have been a better pick for the Anchor. To explain Shingo very quickly, because I realize that we haven't like seen one in a while, if at all. Shingo's main thing in this game is that some of his moves have a chance to be critical hits, basically. And so the idea is that with Shingo, you potentially have the opportunity to like do mondo damage to people, especially because sometimes critical hits wind up having very properties that are like very specifically unique to the critical hits themselves. I messed up the combo there. Usually what happens with the criticals is usually if they're not the EX moves, it's more damage. EX criticals tend to be more damage and extra move properties for continuing combos, which makes them fucking terrifying. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Shingo did the guard cancel successfully, but it was a guard cancel against the lightning kiss, so I wasn't even there. I was out of the way. Yep, that's good. So yeah, like, what are you gonna use the meter for? That's fair. You're cooked. And that's why it's like Anchor Clark, it's like, it doesn't, again, I'm not trying to be like super reductive about it, but like Anchor Clark is giving up, to me, way too many of the advantages of having an anchor in the first place, which is that you're coming in loaded for bear as far as meter is concerned. And in this game, like, you can't afford to give that up. Because y'all saw, right? Like, I got a touch, one touch, and I got the kill after whittling him down a little bit, right? So, traditionally, again, if you're good enough at a fighting game, you can basically make anything work. But like traditionally, in KOF, your anchor has to be someone who can take a hit, any little hit, and like actually, in terms of like meter push that in ways that will hard up affirm that you can in fact snatch somebody's wig off of a touch, right? And if you're playing an anchor character in KOF that cannot do that, then that means that you need to be putting that meter somewhere else, right? So like the reason why anchor vice works so well, right? As an example, let me do this one last thing and then we're good for the night, I think. Because we're a bit over my normal stopping time. So I'm going to put the matches on standby, and we're just going to chill for a bit while I explain this. So here's the thing with anchor characters, right? Anchor characters should be able to utilize meter in some fashion in ways that makes the damage cash out worth it. So even using Vice as an example, right? Even if I'm not talking like super cancels and shit like that, right? Keep in mind that with Vice, right? Even if I'm just talking about Vice's Shatter Strike, keep in mind that Vice's Shatter Strike is basically, minus the fact that I think her Shatter Strike covers less distance. Yeah, I think her Shatter Strike covers less distance than her CD, I think. Or about the same distance. It might just look different because the animation's faster. But right? Like, even with Vice's Shatter Strike. Even if I were to keep it simple. Nearly 70%. Right? And that's if I come in loaded full meter, right? I get a lucky Shatter Strike with Vice, and congratulations. Like, you ate 10 billion bags of shit. Like, what are you gonna do, right? I get a straight hit and manage to get quick max. Still nearly, again, nearly 70%, right? Like,
Show no mercy.
like even if I were to do like, they should be able to do. Careful, I should know. Right, I did that. So if I can do. Yeah, that's enough for at least another. That's enough for the other one, right? So. Yeah, okay, no, that's too much time. You gotta go. You basically gotta go. Even if it's like this. Yeah, you should. Hang on a second. Yeah, you need just 1 meter and and the rest of your maximum time. Okay, so.
That's gonna leave a mark.
I messed up the input again. Okay. No, why am I doing? There we go.
Can they survive?
Almost 80%. Right? that is usually the kind of explosive power that you want out of an anchor in KOF, right? You want to be in a situation where, with your anchor, ideally, if you pop somebody, I'm gonna bounce here, then and go smoke, take stream. Yep. So like ideally, right, whoever you put on anchor, you want to be able to put out damage like that. Even if it's not from like a quick max, right? Even if you're like, I don't want to have to like fish from it for like a quick max necessarily, right? Hang on.
Might decide which time.
Right? Like, that kind of explosive power is what you want out of an anchor in KOF usually. Because if you're at the point where you're at your anchor, you want to be able to touch people and break their legs. Because you want to make sure that, in a general sense, you are not allowing the other player the opportunity to run it back. You want to be sure, especially if it's in a fight where it's like anchor to anchor, whichever anchor comes in with less health is the one who has to kind of worry more about like, I'm about to get my shit blown up. And that's what you want out of an anchor in KOF. If you pick an anchor in KOF who cannot like push down meter like that to make people sweat, you may want to consider, you don't have to take that person out of your team at all. You just may want to reconsider where you put them in the lineup. Right? So like Clark, for example, is personally, Clark on point or mid is ideal. Because with mid-range Clark, you have enough meter to spend on like a stray EX mount tackle or two for conversions and things like that. Right? So you can spend a little bit of meter, but you're not like sitting on a whole ton. Or with point Clark, right? Even though his meter generation is kind of terrible, with point Clark, you can afford to sit on a lot of your meter and not spend a bunch of it because he'll mostly benefit from putting people into vortexes more than he will. The benefit for him is more about vortexing people than it is like spending meter to kill them. But I've said that already. Okay, thank y'all for coming by. So, here's the deal. Sunday, I'm going to try to stream Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm going to try to stream Monster Hunter Wilds on Sunday. If it crashes or stuff happens and it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. Sunday will be the last stream that I host before I go to GDC. I will be at GDC for basically the rest of this upcoming week, starting from St. Patrick's Day going forward to Saturday. I will be back next Sunday, but I will probably not stream next Sunday, and I will probably be back the last Wednesday in March is the next time I plan to stream. After this upcoming Sunday. I have it backwards. So, this upcoming Sunday, we're going to try Monster Hunter Wilds one last time, see if we can stream that. Then after that, y'all don't see me again till like the 20... So, I'm streaming the 16th, and then again the 26th. The 17th through the 23rd, nope, no stream. Like that entire block of time whenever I had streams, nope, none. So the 16th is the last day I plan to try to stream before I go to GDC. Thank you, Sid, for dropping off the links. If you want to check out my game analysis design articles, go over to my NeoCities blog. My stream VODs are over on YouTube. Ko-Fi if you want to give money to me without giving money to Amazon or Twitch. Ko-Fi is the best place. Phone is for anonymous gift giving. My card has my other social media on it. If you want to hang out with us when we're not doing stream stuff, you can join me on Guilded. You do have to make a Roblox account, but you don't have to use it for anything at all if you don't really feel like it. And then Munity is the game dev studio that I helped co-found. That's the reason why I'm going to GDC. We're going over there to do the thing, show what we got. So, if you want to know more about us, you can head over to munity.games. You can head over to our Patreon, or you can play a demo of our first game that we're working on at present. Shoot, Ransom. All right, y'all. That's pretty much all I got. I'm gonna go figure out who we're gonna go hang out with. Let me go take a look. Thanks to that new mod document. Okay, cool. So it's a little easier for me to see now. Okay, so we have this over here. Let's come over here. Okay. You know, we haven't gotten to hang out with T5. So let's go over there. We're gonna go hang out with T5. He's an old friend of mine from way back in the day. Right now, it looks like he's playing some Ghouls and Ghosts. Various ports thereof, it looks like. So we're just gonna hang out with him. He's chill, doing that kind of stuff. So this is the raid message as soon as I can find my window. Hit him with the SH's raids when we get in there. Let him know who sent you. Throw in whatever emotes you want, and I'll do my emotes. Whatever you feel like. So, alright, y'all. Whenever I see y'all, I'll see y'all. Stay safe. Take care. Wash your hands. Wear masks. Don't go outside if you don't have to. Be excellent to each other. We're not to bigots, racists, sexists, anti-queer folks, or fascists. Black lives matter. Trans rights are human rights. Reproductive rights are human rights. Palestine, the Sudan, the Congo, and New Caledonia must all be free. None of us are free till we're all free. If you do not know what to do or how to support people in a time like this, the easiest way I find is to just kind of take a look around. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. Just look around and see for sure, insofar as like, I don't know what I should be doing in this time, this place. I don't really know, especially if you like to live in the United States and you're like, I don't really know. If you look and you see what people are up to locally, that's usually the trick. But that's pretty much all I've got. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. Let's go bother T5. I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.